Welcome to AG Chelsea TV. In today's video we'll start with Marc Cucurella unveils bold new hairstyle. Chelsea defender Marc Cucurella has dyed his hair red to celebrate Spain's victory over England in the final of Euro 2024. The former Brighton fullback played a key role in La Roja's Euros campaign, starting in 6 of his side's 7 matches. He assisted Mikel Oyarzabal for the winning goal as Spain beat England 2-1 last weekend and was later voted into UEFA's official team of the tournament. Cucurella's girlfriend Claudia Rodriguez said in the build-up to the final that her man was going to dye his long, curly mane if Spain ended the Euros as champions. Marc promised somewhere that he would dye his hair red, Rodriguez explained. But he didn't promise me anything and I won't force him to do it. That promise was made during the group stage when Cucurella told radio show El Partidazo, "If we win the title, I'll have my hair dyed red." Cucurella unveiled his new hairstyle via his Instagram account on Friday morning. The 25-year-old accompanied 6 photos with a Spanish saying that means, "A promise is a promise." In 2 of those photos Cucurella was wearing his shirt from Sunday's Euros final. In another, he was topless in the shower. He also made it clear which brand he had used to transform his look, by tagging Garnier España. Spain teammate Nico Williams replied on Instagram by commenting, "Cuidado," meaning, "Watch out." Cucurella spoke to AS about his iconic long hair earlier this year. He said, "As a child, your mother decides what your hairstyle should be and mine just liked it that way. So I played football with it and it went well for me. People recognized me by my hair, so I let it grow like that." Chelsea to sign new goalkeeper to push Robert Sanchez. Chelsea are in the market to sign a new goalkeeper, even though Robert Sanchez is currently in line to start the season as Enzo Maresca's number 1. That places doubt over the immediate future of George Petrovic, who took over from Sanchez last season and impressed under former head coach Mauricio Pochettino with some good performances. Sanchez is at the front of the queue to start the season as Chelsea's goalkeeper under Maresca, as the 26-year-old is deemed to fit the Italian style of play. Chelsea had held off entering the market for a goalkeeper as new head coach Maresca assessed his options, but in the past 24 hours it has been decided that the club will look for another goalkeeper who can deputise for and compete with Sanchez. Under Maresca, Chelsea goalkeepers will be expected to pass the ball out from the back and be strong and brave in possession. While Sanchez has shown signs he can do this in training, Chelsea believe they need another goalkeeper of a similar profile to compete with the Spaniard. While Petrovic is highly rated, there is a concern that there is too great a difference between him and Sanchez should Maresca need or want to make a change. Chelsea are trying to build a squad capable of competing over a 75 to 80 game season, factoring next summer's Club World Cup, and Maresca will need to be able to change his goalkeepers at times for cup competitions. Chelsea are unlikely to target a high-profile no-one, such as Mike Maignan, but are instead in the market for a goalkeeper who can develop and may start the season on the substitutes bench before being given the chance to compete with Sanchez. Spanish reports have linked Chelsea with Real Madrid's Andriy Lunin, but he does not fit the profile of goalkeeper the club are looking to sign. It remains to be seen whether Petrovic leaves on loan or is made available for sale, but Chelsea sources insist there are no doubts over his talent and temperament. Chelsea open talks to sign Murillo. Chelsea are in contact with another talented young Brazilian as they look to add more quality ahead of the 2024-25 season. Despite having made 5 signings in the summer transfer window already, Chelsea are showing no signs of relenting in their pursuit to bolster their squad. As a result, the recruitment department have identified the latest player to provide new boss Enzo Maresca with as they look to break into the Champions League this season. But while some signings have been made with a view to the future, their latest deal could be one that walks straight into the first team. According to journalist Gianluigi Longari, Chelsea have made contact with Nottingham Forest for centre-back Murillo, identifying him as the next defender to add to their squad. Murillo put in some impressive displays last for Forest despite their struggles at the bottom of the Premier League, so much so that he won the Player of the Season award in his first season at the club. He played 32 games in the league last season, starting every single game he was eligible for. A left-footed centre-back who is aggressive when defending and pressing, Murillo is also extremely comfortable on the ball, breaking lines with his passing and progressing the ball up the pitch as quickly as possible. The 22-year-old also loves shooting from the halfway line, attempting to catch goalkeepers off their line as seen on multiple occasions in the 2023-24 season. Nottingham Forest signed Murillo from Corinthians last summer for £12.5 million, just a few months after he had made his senior debut, with his contract set to expire in 2028, though. and following his impressive performances, it is believed a huge transfer fee, in excess of £50 million, is required to tempt them into a sale. While Transfermarkt values the Brazilian at £30 million, his importance to Nuno Espirito Santo's side means any potential deal will cost considerably more than that price. The fact he has played just one full season of senior football highlights his potential. Murillo is highly rated for a reason, so Forest have every right to demand a hefty transfer fee. Chelsea have proved in the past they're willing to pay huge sums for young players, though, so there's every reason this deal can happen. Watch this space. Chelsea contacted over signing Raphinha from Barcelona. According to HITC, Chelsea may now have a chance to do a deal for Raphinha, who is said to be keen on making a move back to England from Barcelona. The former Leeds United star, who is valued at around £50 million, scored 6 goals and registered a further 9 assists in La Liga last season. HITC claim Chelsea have been spoken to about signing Raphinha this summer, but it is unclear whether they were approached by the Brazilian's agents or Barca themselves. The 27-year-old's proven top-flight experience could be a draw for Maresca's side, with Raphinha attracting plenty of praise during his time in the Premier League. Each week, we are seeing more and more of his repertoire. He has so much to offer Leeds United, said former White striker Noel Whelan on Raphinha during his time at Elland Road. That skill in the corner against Gary Cahill was a typical bit of Brazilian magic. He really embarrassed Cahill with a clever Megs. He is a player now who continuously has an effect on a game, in a positive way. Even if he is not on the scoresheet, he will have played a hand in the goal. He is relentless, he gets on the ball, has great balance, is very dynamic, and he takes the game to the opposition. What impresses me is that he is not afraid to do the horrible side. I get more and more impressed by his work ethic. And that's the final content of today's video. Like, subscribe to support AG Chelsea TV.